Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Wait. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, Sunny V2 hasn't uploaded in like a while or something? Yeah, he hasn't uploaded in a year. Dang, that's crazy. That is wild. Wait, what happened to my boy Benetelic? Benetelic. Not even gonna lie, I was watching him when I grew up. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But what should we watch today? What should we watch today? How much YouTube pays you for 1,000 sub? Ooh, how to beat the Norse god in the ritual. Say less. Say less. Say less. Today, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a reaction day, a reaction day. To be honest, today, y'all, we're gonna be reacting to how to beat the Norse god in the ritual.
If you were trapped in the mountains of Sweden with a deadly creature, what would you do? No one can hear you scream, and you'll have to stay grounded.
Wait, what did you say?
With a deadly creature. If you were trapped in the mountains of Sweden with a deadly creature, what would you do?
If I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere in Sweden sounds like a sweet place, with a monster looking
No
like
one can hear you scream, and you'll have to stay grounded in reality if you want to make it out of here alive.
ground to reality. Nobody can hear me screaming. I'm being chased by a centaur, a Lionel. If you guys play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so I'm being chased by a Lionel. That humongous let's be generous, 5-ton behemoth is chasing me.
I'm going to break down the mistakes made, what you should do, and how to beat the evil ghost.
Basically, if I was in this situation, right, I would just take my neck, kill it, bruh, because I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not dealing with this.
God in the ritual.
I'm not dealing with this.
These guys are in for the ride of their lives. At a local pub, this group of men discuss the destination for their next boys' trip. The group suggests a bunch of places they used to party at when they were younger, but one friend, Robert, tells them he wants to go hiking in the Swedish mountains. Some of them agree, but Luke here completely rejects the idea.
No, let's not go hiking. I know I watched too many horror stories, and hiking is like the #1 place to get murked. All right. If your friend is so excited to go hiking in a place that nobody else goes hiking in, he's trying to kill you. He's gonna assassinate you. Next thing you know, next thing you're gonna be like, oh my god, this trail is so amazing. Ain't that right? Ah! Stabbed in the heart. Never heard from again. Body was found 3 weeks later, discombobulated in trash bags on the side of a empty railway.
Outside, they're still throwing around the hiking idea when Luke spots a liquor store. He asks if anyone wants to keep on drinking. No one's interested, but Robert goes into the store with him while the rest get ready to go home. Walking inside, Luke confronts him about the state of their group. Everyone's getting older, and he tells them that it's harder to have a good time like when they used to.
I don't know about that. Even if I'm old, I'm still gonna have a great time with my boys. All I gotta do is just say like game night, something like that. Watch the Super Bowl, NBA Finals, World Cup. Shoot, just like hop on Madden or 2K. That's all we need to do.
Robert doesn't agree and says there's nothing wrong with settling down. Suddenly, they notice an injured woman crouched behind the counter. The back door slams open and two junkies walk out, demanding to know where the rest of the money is. Terrified, Luke hides behind the shelves.
This is not the time to be scared. This is not the time to be scared. This is the time to use your abilities and save her, bruh. This is your time to get your reputation up. You can boost your reputation. You have two junkies. All they have is a knife. They don't have no armed weapons, bro. No long range weapon. So they can't shoot you, right? And most junkies or goons, or whatever you want to call them, can't fight. They just be like, they be fighting like a girl. Nah, not a girl. They be fighting like a child when they see a stinking bug for the first time, all right? They just like look at that. So all you gotta do is be like some weave, 1, 2. Give him a nice roundhouse kick. Give him a nice hook to the face. It's wraps. And not only do you get to save
While
her,
Robert stays put.
not only do you get to save her and increase your reputation, now everybody's gonna glaze you.
The junkies notice him and tell the man to hand over his wallet.
Oh, you want my wallet? Say less. You want my wallet? Say less. Pull out a 9, all right, whatever you want to call it. He go bless some. Oh my god, pull out your. I'm like, oh yes sir. Wait, hold on. Pull out my heavy artillery. You know what I'm saying? It don't even really matter. I always carry some weapon. Nah, I'm joking, but you always gotta stay protected. All right, pull that out. He go bless some. He go bless. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You just roundhound. You put. You. Use your Second Amendment.
He reluctantly gives it to them, but they keep asking for
Oh,
more.
never mind.
He
You a
hands over
punk.
his watch, but they're not satisfied. The junkie slashes his face with a machete, and he falls to the ground. Luke has no
Yeah, that's not happening. Oh, grab his arm, twist it. Grab his first of all, you're gonna be like you grab his arm, twist it. First of all, now he's gonna be screaming in agony. You take your other arm, you right there. He's losing a couple teeth. This is where his friend is gonna be like. His friend is probably gonna be like. His shock is probably gonna be over. This is where he tries to hurt you, but then you have PTSD from all the time that your mother tried to sneak attack you. So you weave it without even noticing it, and then give him a nice elbow straight to the neck, break his cranium and necks, whatever, paralyze him from the neck below. Cooked.
idea what to do and freezes up, while the junkies take the rest of his friend's belongings. Robert glances at Luke before the junkie cracks his skull. That makes 1 down, with 4 more to go.
Wait, dang, Robert already died? Jesus. Rest in peace, Robert.
Coming soon to a theater near you, How to Beat's official Patreon. Level Society X-ray you're using on for another day of and watch us if you dare.
Oh, and to like honor his dead wish, they went what's they call it, hiking.
6 months later, Luke wakes up in a tent and walks out to take in the mountains of Sweden. One by one, his friends wake up and get ready for another day of hiking. Walking along the trail, the guys find themselves a good vantage point to leave a memorial for Robert. Hutch gives a few words and whips out a flask. Everyone takes a swig for their fallen friend, and Hutch pours out the rest of memorial. That night, they set up camp, and Hutch notices that Luke's been
Let me take a flask for them too. Rest in peace, Robert, man. You will be missed.
acting a bit distant. He approaches them and tells them their friend's death wasn't his fault. Looking off in the distance, they see the
It was
lodge
definitely
they're
his
heading
fault.
to. It's
He could have
closer than they
prevented it.
think, but they're about to realize that it's a much
Instead of being a 1v2, it could have been a 2v2. It could have been equal battles, but you know what I'm saying? He's a punk. He's not a hero like All Might. True heroes act before thinking. I watched too much My Hero Academia. I would have acted before thinking. And also because I know how to self-defend, so I couldn't let my friend get body like that.
more difficult journey than they're expecting. The next day, the group sets off to the lodge, but Dom slips and twists his leg on the trail. But they tell him there's still 6
Oh, he's
more
a
hours
punk,
into
too.
the next stop. They give him a rod to walk with and continue their journey across the mountains. Before they head off, Hutch reveals that there's a shortcut that they can take. However, they'll need to stop taking the known trail and make their way through the forest. It's the best thing they can do, and the men don't realize it now, but this is about to be their biggest mistake. The group make their way to the tree line, debating whether this is a good idea or not. They enter and Hutch's compass stops working. This is the first sign that something isn't right.
When my compass is not working, turn around. You know what I'm saying? I got that thing at $367. and 99 cents. It is brand new. Ain't no way reason for it to not be working. This is the latest edition. Has the premium magnets turning around. Like, first of all, if your compass not working, you're immediately getting lost. And you know what I'm saying? Shortcuts isn't the way to go. Don't trust a shortcut.
fight, and soon they'll wish they took the long way around. Making their way through the forest, they decide to take a break and stop for a group photo. Sometime later, the men are tired, and they can't help but think about all the food they're going to eat when they get home. Suddenly, they spot a gutted body of an animal hanging across the trees. They have no idea what it is, and realize that someone must have physically hung it up there. Luke notices that the creature is still bleeding, meaning that it must have been a fresh kill, and whoever did this might be nearby. They continue into the night, but then it starts to downpour. They ask Hutch where they're going, and he suggests they pitch tents now and continue their journey tomorrow. That's when Luke spots a strange marking on one of the trees and calls over the group to take a look.
That ain't no strange marking, man. I know a demonic symbol when I see a demonic symbol, alright? That is the that is a that is the sister oh my satanic 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 satanic, bro. I don't know, satanic curse symbol.
Flash your lights beyond the tree and find an abandoned cabin behind it that definitely isn't going to have something spooky happen inside.
Nah,
They
it's definitely
kick down
not.
the door and the group walks inside, but not before Luke hears some strange sounds in the distance. It's weird, but the man joins his friends inside, where they find the same strange markings from the tree hanging from the ceiling. Luke tells Hutch that he doesn't want to stay.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart, very smart. So whenever I see that it shows that it's not a coincidence, and that's not somewhere you should be. Now, I'm all for adventures. I'm all for curiosity and safety. But let's do this from the comfort of our own home and with a professional. Let's not go take shortcuts and everything, especially when our compass not working. Without professionals, and see, this is why being broke is a good thing. A broke person like me, I would never do something like this because I would be like, is it really worth the hassle and struggle just to go hiking for my dead homie? No, because I'm broke. I'm not about to spend my money. But these guys are apparently rich, so they don't know. They're desensitized to threats. This is why they do stupid stuff. You notice that almost all horror movie characters are rich, because somebody broke would never do something like this.
Here and looks outside again to make sure that nothing is there. They tell Phil here to go find some firewood and he heads upstairs, but as he's searching,
Now look
he's
at this.
startled by the sound of Dom hitting the stairs. He continues looking around but finds himself in a strange room and shouts for the others to come up here. The group go to see what scared him to find a human-like sculpture with no head. Freaked out, they go back downstairs to get the fire started. Okay, there's already enough going on here to tell me this is sketchy. So let's admire how many red flags the group just ignored. This
Facts.
is an Old Norse nightmare they've stumbled into. I'm with Hutch. If there's a shortcut, they should take it since Dom twisted his leg. Especially if that shortcut is through an unmarked forest path. But what of the twisted leg chum? Well, they are going to a forest after all. There's so much timber to use for shelter, weapons, and a sweet chair to carry your twisted leg friend on. It's the least they could do for Dom. Let's focus on some weapons here though, because staying safe in the spooky woods is priority number 1. And since they have none outside a knife, making a spear is priority number 2. This is a useful.
But they probably don't. No, listen. You're assuming that there's a threat. They just think that it's just a woods. They don't know that there's like enemies out there. And even if it was, lots of animals, like even if it was, like they're probably the biggest threat that they're gonna encounter is like a wolf or something, or like a bear or something. And they obviously have like gears or tools to fight that off. They're not thinking like a lino centaur, half human, half horse, BBC superhuman is gonna come running through the forest and absolutely gutting them alive. No, they're not. And I wouldn't either. But I wouldn't even be in that situation to begin with. So this is their fault because I'm broke, so I wouldn't even have the money to spend on this.
Weapon with very minimal resources needed and was used up to 400,000 years ago. Most spears were made out of a combination of carved wood and stone, so if it worked against woolly mammoths, it'll definitely work against whatever's in
You
this
think
forest.
you think the
First,
average
you have
human knows how to
identify
make
yourself a
this?
stick. Do you want a walking stick or a weapon? Fortunately, there's a lot of down trees around them. You're gonna want to make sure it's at least your height, but preferably a foot or two taller. Judging from how densely grown this forest is, the tree's leaf structure, they are surrounded by spruce. Over 40% of all trees in Scandinavia are spruce, which is a softwood, because spruce has a closed pore structure inside the wood. That means when you cut it, the resin canals inside of it heal those cuts and stiffen the soon-to-be spear into a lightweight weapon. This is also the best point for them to make spears too, because wet wood is a no-go. And at this point, something I don't buy is, out of all the guys with smartphones taking selfies, no one could check to see if rain was coming beforehand. I get that international data roaming plans are a killer, but it beats an actual killer. Back to the spears. Hutch has a knife and that's all they need. Clean cuts are the most crucial part of carving a spear because it affects its balance. An effective spear is the right mix of strength and
Again, why would they be so focused on a spear? We are watching how to beat the Norse god in the ritual.
how sharp the pointy end is. Starting 6 inches below the end of the spear, make an indent around it. Do smooth, slow motions away from you from the indent outward. Make sure to remove the bark too, otherwise it won't have any bite. This gives you that monster piercer points you want. If the group even wanted to get inventive, they could carve multiple spears for Dom to sit on.
Bro, this guy is acting like they know that they're gonna get gutted alive by a stinking centaur. They don't know that. Why would they go out around making a freaking spear? If you told me that, oh yeah, like all they think about is that they're in the forest, all right? They're in the forest. Their friend has a sprained leg, and they go inside a creepy cabinet. You think the first thing in their mind is like let's make a spear. For what? If it's an actual human, you don't need a spear, bruh. Just go to hand, fist to fist. Use that knuckles, bruh. God-given abilities. But like, again, a spear is not really gonna do anything to anything else. Like, I don't know what a spear is gonna do, because like you're gonna be like some, and then they're just gonna move out the way, or they just grab the spear and throw it out your hand. Like, what you do then? You're fried.
And carry him to safety. Another benefit of an elevated Dom, if something is stalking the group, he'll be able to see it.
I'm not
Remember
carrying
those weapons
him.
Dom was sitting on? He and company have spears to throw and TKO the beast, but they don't do any of that.
They
It's
don't
all
know
about
there's a
shelter.
beast.
From a general survival perspective, I actually agree with the breaking and entering. Staying out in the rain means soggy socks, and that wetness could eventually lead to trench foot. And if you think Dom's twisted leg is bad, wait until you've already done the legwork for the monster by letting decay set in. But hey, you live and you learn. Sitting downstairs, Luke suggests they go back from where they came in the morning. Hutch tells them that they're fine and have enough supplies to last them the trip. All they need to do is not panic. They decide to get some rest, but as they're sleeping, Luke is woken up by something strange. He spots a bright white light outside and opens the door to find himself in the liquor store where his friend died. Suddenly, the walls open up and he finds himself back in the forest. Looking down, he sees blood on his chest and hears screaming from inside the house. He rushes inside to find Phil's disappeared. Dom's in a terrified trance, repeatedly calling out his wife's name, and Hutch has wet his pants. He walks upstairs to find their friend naked, praying at the headless figure, and demands to know what's going on. Confused, he tells him he has no idea what happened, and they decide to pack their stuff.
Insane fever dream. This is insane lore to tell your kids. Yeah, so I woke up, I saw a liquor store. Your uncle, that's not really blood related, he was spazzing out. Your friend over here, he wet his pants, and your father, he was praying to a stinking human replica made out of straws, naked for some reason. That's just like an ordinary boy's trip. In normal dad lore.
And leave immediately. Outside, they find the markings from the night.
But I'm low-key taking a picture just to show him, just in case he try to clown me. I have some evidence saying, "Gang, ain't this you praying to some type of unknown deity naked?" You have no talk time. I'm gonna use that as arson or ransom.
Before carved into every single tree around them. The men realize that this is a warning sign and someone doesn't want them here. Luke suggests they go back the way they came, but Hutch disagrees. That's when Dom spots a trail leading out of the forest.
Oh, so Luke says to go back where they come from after everything that happens. And Hutch is like, nah. So Hutch is apparently the imposter in this situation and is the one that set us all up for failure. Because apparently Hutch just wants us all to die. Because he's seen all this and he was the one that wet his pants, by the way, or the one that was upstairs naked. I don't know which one is Hutch. But if you just experience all that and somebody says, let's go back and retrace our step and leave the force, and your friend says, nah, I'll look at him funny, knock him out, and then I'll continue by myself because I don't need him apparently because he's apparently a team cancer.
He decides to take it, ignoring the warnings from Hutch and Luke. The group follows after him, and Phil asks them what the hell happened in the house. Hutch explains it was a nightmare and gets frustrated at him for continuing to ask. Sometime later, they spot man-made
Hutch is an
stumps to the
imposter.
ground and figure they're closing in on civilization. That's when they pass by another seemingly abandoned shed, but don't go inside. There's something uneasy in the air, and it's coming for them. Further along the trail, Dom needs a break. The guys get angry with him, but Luke tells them he'll check what's on top of the ridge while they wait for the injured man. He runs uphill to find a disappointing surprise.
Red flag number 1, separating with the group after all these weird anomalies. Alright. When has separating from the group ever done us any good? Alright. Separating from the group is like the most stupidest thing you can do. You never separate from the group. If you guys have to shackle each other's ankles together, you shackle each other's ankles together. If you guys have to pretend this is chained together, you do that. Don't ever separate with the group. I don't care what you got to do to stay together. Don't ever separate. You separate, you die. As simple as that. Why do you think early humans moved in groups? Because if you separated, you were cooked.
There's nothing but endless trees waiting for them in every direction.
Now look at him.
It's clear
he's lost.
He notices a hand wrapped around a tree in the distance slip out of view, and it terrifies Luke. He runs back to tell the others, but no one believes him. He tells them something supernatural is happening in this forest and shows them the blood-stained wounds on his chest from the night before. Dom says that he doesn't believe him, and the two get into an
Dom might be an actual IQ lit. Either that or Dom must have some type of might be on the spectrum. Because apparently all that evidence is not enough for him. You know, Dom is a very idiotic person.
Argument. He reveals that he's always thought Luke was a coward for not doing anything at the liquor store. Luke punches him in the face and storms off while Hutch follows him, but he now realizes what his friends really think about him. Okay.
Yeah, knew that too. I thought Luke was a bum too. You let your friend get killed in front of you and you just sit there and let it happen? Yeah, that's not happening with me. Either we both die or they die. Let me simple as that. If me and my homie get into a fight with robbers and they don't have no armed guns and it's just straight fist to fist, I'm not losing.
Haunted cabin in the woods rules start applying here. I'm ignoring anything remotely weird or creepy. That includes Phil praying naked and Luke's antler stab wounds. Priority number 1 would be getting the hell out of there and back to civilizations. And to his credit, Hutch says what should be the movie's tagline, keep moving southwest. Now this is where Dom gets dumb. Everything isn't fine. We've got a mysterious headlit wood mannequin upstairs, runes carved into the spooky forest outside, and a friend in desperate need of a new pair of PJs. You can only ignore so many red flags before you go colorblind. So clearly, the most logical option is to go deeper into the unknown, right? Much like Luke said, hiking. These runes carved into the trees here are actually pretty interesting. Runes are the first writing system developed and used by the Norse people in ancient Scandinavia. Runes are more than letters though, at least from how we look at language today. The mythology here though says that runes were discovered by Odin, father of the gods, after he hung himself for 9 days and nights while on the search for higher wisdom. A rune was a letter, but it was also a symbol used to show some kind of cosmological principle or power. When a Norseman wrote a rune, it was to invoke and direct the power that rune stood for. There's a symbol today that you might not even know came from a Norse rune, the up arrow. This comes from the letter T rune and named after the war god Tyr. He was one of the main Norse gods up there with Odin and Thor in importance, dwelling in the daytime sky, presiding over law and justice, and was used as part of spells to ensure victory in battle. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the runes outside the cabin are good omens like this, because runes were also used to summon holy spirits and monsters. This could explain the antler markings on Luke's chest. Now, call me an honorary mountain man, but I would never go hiking out to the wild unknowns without any kind of protection. Things like rope, bear mace, a knife, and a high voltage taser are all standard gear. Who needs all the essentials anyway?
And also like a heavy artillery, a hunting rifle, something like that. Just a little bit of self-defense.
Well, everyone actually. More goes into hiking than a shortcut through some unknown woods you definitely didn't know existed before you needed it. Carrying the proper equipment is absolutely critical, especially when things go wrong, which they have. First aid, water, and fire are 3 main essentials that any hiker should have on them. Every hiker should have a first aid kit in their sack. Water is also necessary, It's recommended to have a gallon with you for every 24 hours you plan to hike. That's not always feasible though, so the general rule is a standard-sized 16.9-ounce water bottle every hour. The final big hiking essential the group didn't have was some way to start a fire, be it from stormproof matches or flint. These items are lightweight, inexpensive, and don't take up much space in your hiking day pack. What makes this even crazier is that the guys have a good amount of hiking essentials. Hutch had a physical map and compass. The cell phones they don't use are helpful, but should never fully replace the map and compass. The guys also had weather-appropriate clothing, insulating jackets to protect from the cold and rain, long pants to prevent cuts, and boots meant to withstand walking the terrain. Also good on them for bringing illumination. You should always bring a light source if you plan to be out after dark.
So basically what he's saying is that they were half prepared and actual idiots for believing that they could go camping without any even the basic necessities.
Guys continue their journey, but they stop when they find a patch of fabric sticking out from the ground. Hutch cuts it open and discovers that it's a tent. Inside, they find a wallet with a credit card that expired in 1984. Realizing they're about to suffer the same fate, Hutch tries to cheer them up by saying that the lodge they've booked is going to report them missing in 5 hours. The only problem is that it's getting dark again, so they're forced to stay the night. Later, Hutch approaches Luke and tells him the rest of the group isn't doing too well. Dom's knee is getting worse by the hour, and Phil's still traumatized from what happened at the house. He tells them that when morning comes, it's up to him to find help while he takes care of the group. While everyone's fast asleep, Luke hears deep growls and breaking branches from outside his tent. He unzips his tent and sees the same incident from the liquor store, watching again as Robert gets murdered right in front of him. Suddenly, he notices a creature take one of their tents away and instantly wakes up to the sound of Phil screaming. He rushes outside, noticing that Hutch's tent has been opened, but the man is nowhere to be seen. Luke
Rest in peace, Phil.
Opens up Dom's tent to ask where he is, but that's when they hear their friend screaming in the distance and a creature growling. The guys run into the woods following after the sounds.
Hey, call me a bastard, call me a traitor, call me everything. If I see my friend, right, next moment he's gone, and I see a huge growling and trees breaking, we running the opposite direction. You know, it was nice knowing him. You know, at least it's like, hopefully his initials will look tough on my IG bio. You know, but yeah, it was nice knowing, bro. I'm gonna get a necklace. Make sure to get his casket in his favorite color, and hopefully we can retrieve the body. Cause I'm not going after him. He's a lost cause. He's donezo. It was nice knowing him. I'm gonna pray for him though. I'm gonna pray for him while I run the opposite direction. But like it's like, and like I said, at the end of the day, it's everybody for themselves. Survival of the fittest. If you got picked up first, hey, that's unlucky for you, my man.
Try and find their lost friend.
Yeah,
Dom
nah.
tells them to go back to the tents and get their bearings. Hutch is gone. The screams have stopped, and they're about to find out
Yeah,
why.
screw
They
Hutch.
continue walking along the ridge come morning and find Hutch impaled on the tree branches with his torso completely torn open. That makes 2 down with 3 more to go. They pull him down from the tree, and Luke searches his body for any clues. Dom is freaking out, but they have to leave before they're hunted down and killed too. Dom lays branches over the dead body before
Leave Dom as well. He can't walk properly. He's a liability. I can't be worrying about a man that can't walk by himself. If Dom, I just saw my homeboy get impaled by a stinking entity, and you think that I'm gonna be over here taking breaks because you can't walk? You're getting lifted well, bro. You either gotta keep it moving, my man. I don't care, bro. Your legs is broken. Unbreak it. I don't know. Refix it, my man. If you can't do it in the next 5 minutes, you're getting left behind.
where they continue. The men ask Luke if he's seen the creature in person, and he tells them he caught a glimpse of it, and it's big. Dom loses his cool and shouts out in anger, but Luke tells him to quiet down.
Yeah,
before
like,
the creature
screw
figures
Dom.
out where they are. Later, they find a small creek to drink water from and notice footsteps leading away. They realize there must be people hiding in the forest and decide to head the other way. Climbing up the ridge, Phil slips and falls down. Luke goes to comfort him, but startles his friend who's still having trouble forgetting what happened in the house. He drags the man back up the ridge when he spots clear sky and goes to check it out. Taking in the view, he spots the mountain they climbed earlier and realizes they've almost made it back to the trail, but in the distance are several lights in the woods. He goes back to tell his friends, but sees the creature grab Phil. Terrified, he tries to run and crashes straight into a tree. In all the chaos, Luke has another flashback to the liquor store. When he comes to, he looks for either of his friends, but the woods are completely empty. He turns around and spots Dom hiding behind a tree. Luke joins him on the ground, and the guy tells him that something took Phil, but it's going to come.
So how come Dom, who's unable to walk, is still alive, but Phil, who probably just has a couple PTSD from being naked praying to God, alright, it gets snatched up immediately. How does that work? I feel like it got to be a seeking favoritism, man. How is Dom still alive?
back for them. On the count of 3, they start running away. But
Wait,
that's when
look,
they
now I have to carry Dom. Like, bro, why couldn't he take Dom and I could have Phil, bro? That makes it an even advantage, bro. You get W eats and I get to survive, bro.
hear something behind them and realize the creature is about to catch up. They run for their lives
Hey,
and
screw
find
Dom.
themselves on a torchlit path. Searching the area, Luke finds Phil impaled on a tree, just like Hutch. That makes 3 down, with 2 more to go. They freak out, but realize they have no time to slow down. They follow the path to yet another cabin, but this one's different with signs of life. When they barge in, Luke notices an elderly woman sitting next to a vinyl player, but before he can react, they're knocked out. Later, he wakes up next to Dom, but both of them are chained and handcuffed. Digging a hole in the wall, Luke looks outside to see a bunch of strange-looking people setting something up. Dom tells them that they need to leave now, or else they'll be killed. He tells Luke to break the bottle on the table and use the glass to cut the ropes. The man tries using his feet to reach the bottle, but is interrupted by the villagers. An old
Pretend dead. Pretend you're disabled, Down syndrome or something. Bless them. Do you know why you were captured? You bless them. Oh, I like cereal. They're like some. So what brings you? So like as soon as they start questioning like what brings you into this? Like what brings you into our village? Or like how did you guys stumble here? You be like some. Uh, uh, my mom makes oatmeal, and my favorite color is it's green. Yeah. That's how I'm playing, bro. I'm gonna pretend I'm slow. I'm pretend I have Down syndrome or something, bro. They're gonna be like, what's your name? I'll be like, apple juice. The
woman walks in and offers him a drink.
moment they turn around, lock in. I have the glass shards in my back pocket. Rip it open, knock her out.
He doesn't know what it is, but drinks it anyways. She then pulls his shirt down to reveal the wound, and shows him that she has the exact same markings on her chest.
Hold on now, don't censor
walks
me.
over to Dom with the cup, but she turns away and gives orders to the guards. They immediately go and chain Dom and drag him upstairs. Luke sits helpless while he hears his friend screaming for his life. That's when this blonde woman walks in and covers Luke's ears, explaining the guards are preparing a sacrifice before the man blacks out. Later, he wakes up from a nap to see the guards bring Dom back. Luke asks him if he's alright, but Dom can't think of anything but to tell him about the nightmare he had in the house. He imagined a creature gripping him and a vision of his wife. Realizing that he's going to die, the man tells Luke to burn this place down and run away, but gives him one final request: tell his wife that he tried to come back. The guards take Dom outside and prop him up on a stake. A loud roar echoes through the trees, and the pagans bow down to the creature that's about to arrive. Meanwhile, Luke agonizingly slips his hand out of the rope handcuffs. Okay, so
Dom got sacrificed. Luke is fried, and these village people are worshiping some type of half human, half horse, half something demonic, satanic. I don't know.
This is where we finally start to see some reason come back into the chaos.
If I was in Luke's situation, how would I survive? Simple. I would camouflage myself as one of the villagers, right? That way, the monster, whatever it is gonna think that I'm one of his supporters, right? That way, he's gonna be like he's gonna favor me more. He's not gonna kill me off rip. You know what I'm saying? I would be like bow down, right? I will camouflage myself, help them. I blend in with them. This is gonna take probably a couple days, a couple weeks, probably. And I'm probably trying to see. I'm a very sociable, likable guy, so it's not gonna take me that long to get known. And then as soon as they tell me, I'll be like, you know what's crazy? You guys ever think about like leaving this place? You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like and then they start giving me the secret, the lore, and everything. And this is why I calculate my escape plan, right? This is why I give myself favorites. I bring him the best sacrifice, the best human stinking dead bodies or whatever I can find. The monster gonna love me, right? And he gonna favor me, so he's not gonna kill me. And then as soon as nobody's expecting it, I did. I survived, bro. Come on, bro. 200 IQ play.
Luke didn't listen to Dom about the glass initially, but he does now. He's alone and has an escape route. You might have missed that handy-dandy window just hanging out in the window there.
200
This is
IQ
Luke's
play.
opportunity to escape, and when you're dealing with a bunch of pagans ready to sacrifice you, there might not be
Plus,
a
they're
lot.
all like 70-year-old, bro. I could take them all on, bro. Look at her. Look at all of them, bro. I give them one kick to the kneecaps. They're finished. They're eviscerated. The cartilage in their bones is gonna dissolve. They're not gonna be able to look at him. She's light work. He's easy money, and I'm easily touching his chin. They're all stinking. This is bag work, bro. Give her one, rock her in the face, kick him in the back of his knees, and just drop kick him or stinking flying elbow to the face. They're cooked.
Of opportunities for that. But what if your hands are tied behind your back like Luke? All it takes is some twisting and persistence. Squat down and step over your hands to get them in front of you. Rope is made of natural fibers like straw and they stretch. So the first thing to do to escape is stretch the rope by twisting your wrists back and forth. To loosen the knot, bring your wrists as close as possible with your hands being in front of you. Now you can even use your teeth to help. Once you've done all of that, you just move your hands in an up and down motion until the knot and rope unravel. What if none of that works? Sharp objects work great now, and Dom came in clutch with the suggestion to break the bottle and use it to cut the ropes. Rubbing ropes against the pointed glass end, the former of a wall or desk, or even the strike plate of a doorway are all great ways to free yourself. He breaks a thumb to slip out. Rope, handcuffs, zip ties, and duct tape are designed to fit around the smallest part of your wrist, so you have to make your hand that size to slip out. Realistically, Luke would have had to break his thumb, index, and pinky fingers to have the flexibility for that kind of escape. Waiting for the beast, Dom sees his wife in the distance and starts saying her name over and over again like in the cabin. She walks towards him and grabs his face, but everything is not as it seems. The creature actually grabs Dom and moves him onto a tree, impaling the man. That makes 4 victims down, with only
At least he went out and happy, I guess. Saw his wife. At least the monster is not like evil.
1 more to go. The blonde woman comes back to Luke and he asks if Dom has been taken off the tree. She tells him they don't move the bodies and reveals the creature is a Jotun, a nameless spawn of the Norse god Loki that they worship, and in exchange for immortality, the pagans must provide human sacrifices. Luke's ritual is next, and since he's marked, he'll be forced to kneel before the god to become one of them or suffer the same fate as his friends. When she leaves, he paces around.
Understandable. Just random nameless god, that's give these people immortality in in return they just have to give them human sacrifice. And I'm next in line apparently because I have like something like them scars that I just spawned with. And if I don't do what they said, he's either gonna impale me, but I can also pray to him. I'm still gonna die, but this time I'm gonna be accepted to the gods. And like when I die, I'm not gonna die like as like bad as all my other friends. That's basically what's happening. So understandable, understandable, I
The
guess.
room, gathering the courage to escape. He walks out, stopping briefly in front of a supply room complete with the guns. He sees the old woman walking in, and he heads up.
Guns. My boy, you better abuse that Second Amendment. Everybody die. Everybody
Sitting
die.
upstairs are rows of what appear to be mummified remains, all worshipping a central figure. Luke takes a torch and lights them on fire one by one.
What about the
Can
gun?
we talk about the monster for a sec? We learn that the hill people call it a Jotun, but it's more specifically a Jotnar, a race of godlike giants. In many Scandinavian languages, moder means mother, and in Old Norse, it translates to
What?
anger or grief. This beast is an obscure Jotun that was
What the heck is this? Oh nah, bro. Is that his legs? And then that's a human body torso, and that's a deer antler, and then that's a human neck severed, and then that's like legs or whatever, and then it has a head where the male genital is or female gender. I don't know, whatever the heck it is. So its head is where the ball sacks are. Yeah, this is some type of abomination. This is a chimera ant. This is something you see straight out of Hunter x Hunter.
is worshipped by a group of
On the
cultists in
dark
exchange for
continent.
naturally long
This is something you
lives,
see on the
and
dark
just a bit of
continent,
human
bro.
sacrifice to show their dedication. Like many pagan deities, Moder is unforgiving and demanding, and that's best shown through her interaction with her cult. Like any good god, though, Moder has mercy, if you're a devotee, and pledge to her loyalty that make a Labrador jealous. But there could be a more gruesome creature that Moder is based off of, the Knuckleavee. It's a mythical sea creature that turns into a horse-like demon when it's on land. This landform has fin-like appendages, no legs, a gaping mouth, 2 heads, and a man's torso attached to it, with its breath alone wilting crops and killing live.
Why does it look like stinking Aaron's founding titan? This looks like Aaron's founding titan with a huge, with it just what is this? What? Like, what is that?
And when on land, it was responsible for epidemics and drought. If you ever run into a Knuckleavee, you can escape it by simply
Why is you acting like I'm gonna run into this thing? Talk about if you ever run into a stinking Nikekadavi. I don't even know how it's pronounced.
crossing a stream to the other bank. So what we've got here is a creepy combo of Knuckleavee, Odin, and Jotun lore built into the body of a massive humanoid moose elf. This mix of myth and nightmare results in one of the best movie monsters in years. Even more reason now for Luke to obtain this riderless demon.
So Lucas finished. Yeah, Lucas, whatever the heck he just said, Lucas cooks.
Luke walks downstairs to see the old woman staring at him, so he punches her in the face. He then grabs
Like I said, just punch her in the face. She's finished.
the gun from the supply room and hears people screaming from outside. The man is about to escape when a pagan tries to stop him, and he shoots him in cold blood before sprinting out of the burning building, taking an axe with him. As the cabin becomes fully engulfed in fire, Luke can now see the creature choking the blonde woman between its hands. The man takes one look and decides to shoot at it. This was a bad idea, and the creature
No, why would you shoot at it? You just alerted, bro. I swear, white people. Oh man, I'm not. No, I swear, horror people, especially white people in horror movies, are idiots. The monster doesn't know where you are, but you know where the monster is. So if I were you, I would keep my eyes on the monster and I would dip. Alright? And in the moment that he starts to move or he gets a little too close to me, this is as soon as he gets in shotgun range. Because you have a shotgun, by the way. You don't have a rifle, you have a shotgun. That's when you shoot him. But he's so far away, and look at him. Alright? Look at him. You think guns or bullets are gonna do something to him? No. He's probably gonna tank that. You think that the villagers haven't tried shooting him?
drops the body to focus on him. Injured, he limps away from the danger, while the creature runs after him.
Oh yeah, he's fried.
He recognizes a familiar scene and notices the store lights in the liquor store appear behind him. He decides to follow the lights and runs away from the creature, but he's too slow. The man gets knocked over, but notices an opening out of the forest and tries to head for safety. But suddenly, the creature picks him up. It looks as if it's going to impale him on a tree, but instead it puts him down. It starts speaking a strange language, and Luke tries to escape, but gets pushed down to a kneeling position before he has a chance to run away. Okay, this is where Luke...
So the monster put him in a submissive position. What is the monster gonna do next, bro? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what he's gonna do next. So yeah, I might joke around and he pegs the guy.
Luke has his final grill moment. Burning down the chapel will do the job, but that's the safe option. The remaining pagans are all but dead, the reanimated bodies are burned, and the necromantic priest went up in smoke. In ancient Norse mythology, this was all a blood sacrifice to be on good terms with the gods. You always want to be on good terms with the gods. Whether fertility or luck in battle depended on it. One of the more common blood sacrifices used was by the Vikings, who hung animals and humans in holy groves named after the Allfather. Use of Odin's name itself was sacred, so it was reserved for significant places. Odensholt in Denmark is one of these places. Odensholt is a shortened version of Odin's Holt, meaning Odin's wood. The cult that practiced here worshipped Odin and hung both animals and people. Odin was the god of the upper classes and was mainly worshipped by Magnus, a pagan priest, and warriors. A human life was the most valuable.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This movie stinking tutorial is more history. I'm quite literally learning more about stinking Norse mythology than the stinking movie, bro. Dang, bro, I do not care. What does all this have to do with the movie? Dang, unnecessary.
Sacrifice that could be made to the gods. The gods gifted humans with life, so repaying it back to them through sacrifice was a big deal. Getting back to Luke, he's already done the work. Why not reap the benefits and actually ask Moder for something now? While the celestial can do what it...
See, I knew I wasn't bugging. What did I tell you? I told you, bro. I'm gonna start favoring, acting like a goody two shoes, a stinking teacher's pet. He's gonna favor me, and since I guess I'm a disciple or whatever, I'ma just act like you know what I'm saying. I would just act like I'm one of his a sucker for him, and he gonna repay my kindness. I told you, bro, I really do this. I can survive anything.
Wants in the woods. It's still bound by customs, sacrifices, and rituals.
What did I
This
tell
is
you?
shown when it forces Luke to bow to it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know why you
right
showed him like 90% of his butt. I don't know why you did that.
everyone's alive, and he can live free from the horror that's happened. He can forget he's responsible for his friend dying under the liquor store fluorescence. Every scream he heard is now gone. Even the gods' kids have some capacity for compassion, and this Jotun has shown that it isn't any different. It was just doing what the cult people asked of it. Having this paradise seems like a way better option than pain. Looking over, Luke sees the injured body of Robert staring at him, but that's when the creature takes its hands off him. Luke here gets up and stabs it in the midsection with the axe, giving him enough time to run away. He finally makes it out of the forest and watches as the creature roars at him, but can't seem to follow him outside the woods. As the sun rises, Luke walks off with an even heavier weight than he went in with and has learned a valuable lesson. Never
Don't go hiking ever again.
take a trip to Sweden.
But what do you think? How would you beat the ritual?
I would even be, you know what I'm saying? I would even allow myself to be in that situation, you know? I'm a very rational guy, you know? Pretty smart, quick thinker, critical thinker, whatever you want to say, you know? So I don't even know why I would even allow myself to be in that situation. I wouldn't. And even if I was in that situation, I would survive. You know why? Because I'm unkillable. I'm like a cockroach. I will survive anything. Give me any challenge, I'll survive it. There's
Let me know
nothing.
with the comment down below.
I'm a cockroach, bro. I will survive everything. Nothing. There's nothing that you can possibly do that will kill me. As simple as that. Anyway, y'all, on to the next video. Like I said, bro, I'm a cockroach. I don't know why, but like, if you guys didn't know, cockroaches actually survive the longest on human Earth or whatever. Oh yeah, it's Platform Max Day when your YouTube video aged like milk. What that mean?
Become painfully ironic. My name is Ryan, and
I've been watching too many Ryans, bro. Like, god damn. How it feels like to die in every prehistoric. No, but no. No. Oh, shoot. Not everyone can be a content creator.
I quit my job to do content full time.
If you can stay for just 1 second.
I quit my job to
Not everyone can be a content creator. Let's see this.
do content full time.
If you can stay for just 1 second and hear me out, I'd appreciate it. As you guys know, I make a lot of Yap content, and most of my videos are me talking shit. But as of recently, I haven't really been locked in. And I came to the realization that I need to lock in. So I officially quit my job to pursue content full time for you guys. The outroaring love and support.
Yeah, he's an actual dickhead. You quit your job to pursue content full time? Bro, first of all, you do what any rational human being would do. And you post a little bit more. You still continue your job. You post a little bit more. You continue your job. And then once you start blowing up, you can start making money. You make more money. When you start making more money than when you make with your job, that's when you quit your job. You don't quit at the beginning. No. No. Come on now. This is simple.
And throughout this last year, the growth.
Why is his forehead so big? God dang. It's massive, bro. He don't even got a forehead. He got like a 6-head or something. Jesus. I could play sticky tic-tac-toe on it.
Experience together made me realize that I was doing the wrong thing and putting my time towards the wrong things. And so I'm officially saying this right now. I will be posting every single day for the rest of 2026. I'm going to lock in so hard on this content shit. So if you guys could support me, bro, I would appreciate it.
This video was posted December 8th, 2025, and this person has not posted since May 29th, 2026.
Clickbait.
And before that video, this
Clickbait.
person hasn't posted since April. Yet this guy quit his job to become a quote-unquote full-time content creator, and
He's attention seeking.
he hasn't posted since. And that's not the only person that's done this. Here's another. POV, you quit your job to protect your peace and take YouTube full-time.
Never been impressed by nothing, okay? This right here, leave all this shit here. They got me fucked up. That's what they got. Go ahead and leave all this.
Fun fact, he reapplied the next day.
Right here.
I see you.
Get the fuck up out of here. I don't work here no more. It's my last fucking day. They got me all the way fucked up.
Yeah, he definitely reapplied after. You know, he just had to do that to see if he got any clout. But you know, you can't just because you blow off one clip doesn't mean that you have a fan base.
Albertsons, y'all kiss my ass, my black ass, actually. Y'all see this store right here? They weak as fuck, okay? Weak as fuck. Ain't nobody shopping no damn Albertsons. Y'all want to be public so bad.
This was posted July 7th, 2024, and his most recent post on YouTube was December 19th, 2025.
Hey, 2,000
he hasn't
views,
posted
though.
all this year in 2026, and he hasn't made any money to be a full-time content creator, yet he left his job. Look, if your job is
Whole time he already quit. He just came back, put on the stinking uniform, and made that video hoping that it would blow up. He had already applied to his local McDonald's.
isn't treating you right and you want to leave, be my guest. Like, I personally don't see anything wrong with that. But the issue here is that these people are quitting their jobs for full-time content creation, and they're not even making enough to be full-time content creators. Hell, I
Not even part-time.
don't even think they're making anything. And the craziest part is that they aren't creating any content / don't make enough content to be full-time, especially in today's economy. Now,
Right.
here's another person that quit their job for content creation. I'm showing you guys so many of these because I want you guys to see that I'm not just making this stuff up. This isn't something that I'm just pulling out of my ass. This is becoming an actual problem within society.
This is literally for anything. When TikTok blew up, everybody quit their job to become a TikToker, especially during COVID. When streaming blew up, everybody quit their jobs to become a streamer. And it was the exact same thing, you know, when YouTube became big, everybody quit their job to become a YouTuber. As soon as there's one type of new meta, there's always going to be dumb people that quit their jobs to become that meta. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time, it doesn't work.
Everyone is trying to be a content creator. Now, this video right here is a girl who quit
And
her
content
quote-unquote
creator is so
toxic 9 to
broad.
5 to pursue content creation full time. And I guess the catch is that if she doesn't do this within 6 months, she has to go back to her full-time job.
I quit my toxic 9 to 5 to become a full-time content creator in 6 months. The catch, if I fail, I have to go back to corporate America. It's time for a weekly recap of the first week. Let's start with YouTube.
2 weeks?
The hardest place to grow, in my
Yeah, YouTube is pretty hard to grow on.
personal opinion. I got 30.9 thousand views this week, and I got 113 new subscribers.
In 1 week? Dang. Hold on now. She's actually getting a lot of views. And oh, shoot, she might be onto something, bro. 113 subscribers in 1 week? Yeah, wow. The most I got in 1 week was what? Like 12?
That is crazy. That has never happened before.
That's definitely some good growth, but at the same time, this isn't enough to sustain, especially
First week, 113. I'll say that's an insane amount of growth,
within
actually.
a 6-month period. And also, when you look at her YouTube,
If you get 100 every week for 6 months, bro, you could actually become a full-time.
she makes short-form content, which doesn't pay that well.
Nah, but listen. Short form content is not about being paid. It's about the exposure. All right, listen. Nobody really cares about the pay. All right, they just want the exposure. They just want people to see their content, and then when people see their content, they're gonna subscribe, and then they're gonna subscribe, and then they're gonna see her videos, and then they're gonna watch her videos. All right, you just want exposure. But I quit doing short-term content because I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't have time during the day to clip my videos and just post it. So I just do long-term. And also, but long-term do got benefit because if people click on your long-term video and they watch it, they become like that means they're generally interested in your content, or they generally find you entertaining, so they're more likely to come back.
Compared to long.
And that reminds me, 99.7% of y'all viewers are not subscribed. Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Subscribe. I mean, if you're watching this far, might as well subscribe. Like, what?
Form content, but this
It helps both of us out, because if you like my video, you know what I'm saying, subscribe. Feel me? Nah, you don't want to subscribe? Alright, for sure. You don't gotta subscribe. I was just saying.
only 11 out of 183.
But if you want to,
So let's keep on watching.
Nice to meet
Nah.
everybody.
Alright.
For Instagram, I got 105.2 thousand
Dang!
views, and I have 223 new followers.
what is she making content? 105,000 views?
That's also some really good growth for Instagram, but to my knowledge, Instagram doesn't pay that well. Crazy enough, they actually don't pay at all.
Nice to meet everybody. And on TikTok,
Bro, if you are getting this much subscriber, you're gonna get a fan base.
I got 60,000 views and 316 new
Yo, chat, what does she make for a living, bro? 316. Oh, yeah, she better than me. Jesus.
followers.
I would say this
First week, first 2 weeks. Yeah, she can definitely. She's going somewhere, bro. Hey, props to her. Her content, she must be insanely entertaining.
same thing for TikTok. That's good growth, but
That's
they
insane
again
growth.
don't pay as well, and I'm not too sure if this woman is
This is
within
the first
creator
2
fund.
weeks.
So I'd assume that she's not making any money from this, but let's keep on watching.
Gratitude cannot describe. Thank you all so much for supporting this journey. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the idea. Not sure if I should make this a weekly series. Do you guys want to see what happens? How we go up, how we go down, how we stay the same? And I am stressed, but happy.
Her hair is insanely curly and rich. Yeah, she definitely takes care of her hair.
And that's all you can ask for.
Now, this was posted a few days ago, so I will say this woman has been pretty consistent. But what I find
Hey, bro, so you gotta show the username, my mans.
insane about this one
Show the
specifically
username.
is that you're not even full-time, meaning you're not making any money. Who knows? She probably saved up a ton of money to try to do this challenge.
She's most likely has like a second job. Like she probably doesn't have a 9 to 5. She probably does like, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, something like that. That pays insanely. Did you know that Uber actually pays very well? Like she probably does something like that, side job, side hobby, and she just does the 99% of content. You gotta think about it like that though.
Which would make sense, but if not, if she doesn't have any money saved up or anything, I just think this is dumb. I find it so insane that so many people out there are so quick to drop everything for something that's not even guaranteed. Now, granted, the economy is
I'm sorry, but he has an insane forehead. Do I have that big of a forehead? Nah, I'm chilling.
pretty bad right now. Tons of things are expensive, and it sucks that there's people out there with degrees that are still living check to check and even overwork, and seeing content creators online make abnormal amounts of money while also
Because entertainment pays a lot of money. You quite literally, because entertainment doesn't have a chat like a what's gonna call it, income. It just depends on how famous you are. If you're famous, you get more money. You just have more fans, and people are willing to pay you more because you have a lot of fans, and companies are gonna pay you more because they want you to tell your fans to buy this stuff, so they get a lot of profit or a lot of new customers. It's as simple as that. The more famous you are, the more, like, especially if you have a good reputation or a loyal fan base, you get way more money. Simple as that. I'm not trying to discredit doctors, everybody, because we need them. Because if without them, we were all dying. Like, then that would be horrible. And like all them blue collar workers, I feel y'all. Because if you guys don't know, I be helping. Doing construction work, and helping my dad and everything, like build houses and like flipping houses and all that. So I know a lot about construction, and let me tell you, it's not easy, man. Switching outlets, breaking down the walls, installing windows, doors, HVAC, the cooling, the water pipes, the drainage. Oh my god, don't even get me started on those.
in the comfort of their own homes is definitely very
Oh yeah, that boy's nasty, bro. God, then you can't even throw it out. Oh yeah, you trifling. That is trifling behavior.
appealing, maybe even a little discouraging to those who spent many years working towards a degree or climbing
You can't compare yourself to others. Everybody have different checkpoints, but that doesn't mean that you guys have. That doesn't mean. Wait, hold on. I thought I was about to. I'm about to say something motivational. Let me cook now. Let me cook now. Everybody has different checkpoints. All right. Everybody starts different, but it's up to you to finish the race. All right. If you are determined and you think that you can achieve something in life, you're going to achieve it. It doesn't matter how hard it is. It doesn't matter how impossible it is. If you want to do it and you wake up every single day with that first thing on your mind, every day I wake up thinking, how can I improve my content? How can I become rich? How can I achieve my goal? It's gonna manifest itself because you're gonna be working so hard that you're gonna be locked in on your goals. But if you don't want it for real, it's not gonna happen. Everybody says that they want it, but when the time comes, they don't show up. All right? It's as simple as that. You just gotta be locked in like me. I stream 3-4 hours a day, clip my videos, post it. I go work with mom and dad. I be working 4-6 hours, not 4, but 6 to 8 hours every day. I wake up at like 7 a.m. I work from 8 a.m. all the way to like 6 p.m. Sometimes later, sometimes earlier. It just depends on what we're doing that day. Once we're done, Like today, we had to empty the dumpster in a it smelled in the stinking dumpster site. It smelled like straight boo boo garbage in there, and it was hot. And we spent 2 hours, well, more like an hour and a half, emptying that dumpster. It was the worst thing ever. And then we had to come home, install windows. We had to move all the drywalls. We had to move the cement boards. It's like you just have to like, and then after that, you know what I do? I came home, edited some videos, posted it, got straight into streaming, took a shower and everything, ate my food, all that. Streaming right now. And I'm in posting content. It's just you just gotta be in that grind. You gotta be locked in. Like me, I'm just locked in. I start last week. I started this content creator. I started exactly. I started posting videos and all this. What? The first, I started January 1st. Exactly when I started. I started January 1st. I had like 2 subscribers. Now look at me. Halfway through the year, no, not halfway, like 4 or 5 months in, 336. Hopefully that we can get to 1,000 by the end of this summer break. But, you know, I'm manifesting it. I'm locked in. I'm posting 2 videos every day. One gaming, one reaction. And I'm streaming every day, 2-3 hours at least. It's just the grind you gotta do. You know, the last time I talked to somebody, I haven't talked to a girl in like the past 6 months, my mans. I haven't FaceTime a girl in so long. I haven't even talked to my homies so long. I haven't like popped out or like literally went in on vacation, whatever, in so long. I just been grinding, bro. I don't even remember the last time I watched TV. I'm being so through because I'm either editing videos or thinking of videos. Nah, I'm playing. I don't even be doing that. Nah, but I do be editing videos, or I'm working with my dad, or I'm working out on basketball. Sometimes I play some basketball. But all I can tell you, at the end of the day, if you really want it, it's gonna happen. It's just up to you to make sure that it happens. You know what I'm saying? Motivational. Call me motivational Will, the way that I be making inspiring some of y'all.
The corporate
Hey, somebody clip that, make a edit.
ladder at a job and they're just still not satisfied. But I feel like there's so much more to content creation that a lot of people don't see. Like most content creators don't make anything for the first couple of years they create content.
Yeah,
just
I'm
because
broke.
Kai Cenat makes millions now doesn't mean that you can just get off your ass one day, upload a few videos, and you can quit your job the next day and make millions in a few months.
It's possible, but you gotta be either insanely rich and or you just have to have an insanely good personality, or you just get insanely lucky and your videos stumble across the right people.
Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances of that are very slim. And if you really want something that sticks within content creation, what I've learned from creating for the many years I've been creating, you have to slowly build up that audience. I've been making videos seriously since I would say 2019. I started on TikTok when I was in high
2016, I was
school,
stuck in
then
that cell and
transitioned
selling
over to
me out.
YouTube, and
Oh.
I didn't make any real money to go full-time until 2024. Since then, I've been full-time making content. And I will say, definitely within that span, there were definitely points where I would make a little bit of money from content and thought I could go full-time thinking, oh, I just
300K subscribers. Yeah, I believe it.
gotta grind harder. I just gotta lock in and boom, I'll be good. But ultimately, I failed every time. And
I mean, you didn't fail. Look at you. Look at where you are right now. It's just that it gotta take patience, my man. You take patience. You can't rush the process, but you know what you can do? You can change your attitude.
I went back to working, which there's nothing wrong with that. I learned at the end of the day, but I just don't want more people to fall into this trap thinking that they can make videos and make a ton of money in the span of a few months, all because that's what they see online. A lot of people see the top 1% of content creators and they'll see the glitz and glamour of that and think that they can achieve that in a few months when that's just not likely to happen. Yes,
I've been streaming for like the past 3 months. I mean, I'm gonna say I have 5 to 3 loyal viewers. Love all y'all to death. Like, you know, it takes time, my man. It takes time. I'm almost like 6, 7 months in, 8 months in, and 336 subscribers. But it's exponential, you know. You know what I'm saying? Once I hit 1K, it's gonna be easier to hit 2K. And once I hit 2K, it's gonna be easier to hit 3K. And then once I hit 3K, it's gonna be easier to hit 5K, then 10K, then 100K. Once you get more, it's easier to achieve the next goal. The hard part is just starting. That's what most people don't understand. The hard part is starting. That's for anything. It's like for buying house, getting your first house, flipping it. That's hard. Getting your first offer in like your major sport, that's hard. Getting your first, 1K subscribers on any type of platform, that's hard. Getting your first good drawing out there, getting your first viral video. The hard part is just starting. But once you start and you locked in and you get a couple of them going, it's going to be way easier. You just got to be locked in. You just got to keep working, keep grinding. And then the next one is going to be easier. And then the next one. And it's just going to keep stacking onto each other. And then guess what? You're going to, like, if you just think about one step at a time, just think about one step at a time. You continue growing one step at a time, one step at a time. After a while, you're going to realize how much you climbed. How you're going to see how much you got up. And then basically, how I try to say, you just got to improve from yesterday. That's all I say. If you improve from yesterday, that's all that matters. If you can go to bed saying that, yes, I definitely improved from today to yesterday, that's all that matters. From today to yesterday, I gained subscribers. I got some more viewers. I got some more. I got some better. I got better at like making content, entertaining people. That's improvement. Now tomorrow, I'm gonna just repeat the process. Become better. Become better. Become better. And then you stack the days, stack the weeks, stack the month. After a while, guess what? You're gonna be a completely different person.
Yes, there's definitely outliers, but that's not always the case. They're outliers for a reason. And I'm not saying that you can't get up there, but I just think it's crazy that so many people are quitting their jobs and expecting to be at that top 1% within the span of months. And a majority of these people quit their jobs, then they're back at another one in a few months later, if they can even get one. We know how hard the job market is right now. It is very hard to get a job. So if you have a job and it's a good job,
I applied at Chick-fil-A. They still left me on red.
keep that job. Like, I personally just don't think that blind faith and quitting your job because you feel like it is the move. Like, I genuinely just don't think it's the move. If you want to quit your job because they're treating you wrong and you have another lined up, by all means quit, no problem with that. But quitting for content creation and you're not making any money to sustain it is just stupid. And ultimately, you're just going to stress yourself out even more, because I feel like one of the key things in content creation is you have to genuinely enjoy it to keep on going, because there's going to be so many low points. I remember my first couple years, like there were a lot of low points, but I enjoyed making videos. That's
Facts. There's so many videos that I posted that got 0 views. Absolutely 0 views. Some of my videos still get 0 views. I be posting a video, it gets like 0 views the first 8 to 12 hours. But it don't matter, because I love the videos. You know what I'm saying? I be going on different accounts, watching the videos, commenting, trying to see how a normal person would see it. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna switch up and everything, like try to make my videos the best possible. Cause at the end of the day, I still want to be myself, still want to be authentic. Alright. I'm not gonna put on a fake persona just to entertain some people. If you guys don't mess with who I am, that it don't matter. But listen, he's right. You generally gotta love it. If I didn't love content creator, I would have quit. And there was definitely times I quit. I remember when I first posted, I posted my first 2 videos in live stream, had 0 viewers, 0 nothing for like the first 2-3 weeks. I quit for like 2 months, and I started it back up because my parents convinced me. My mom, my dad, they were like, "Son, keep trying, keep working. Nothing's easy at the beginning, but it's better to do something and then fail than to like never do it and then like just wonder like what would have happened if I had done it. Because now I can live with myself if I know I tried my best. If I had tried my best, and I'm like, dang, I sucked, or like, dang, it just didn't work out. At least I can sleep. I can sleep at night, be like, hey, at least I tried. But if I had quit and like never done it again, I would have been regretting it. I would have been like, imagine if I had just done it a little bit more. If I had just worked a little bit harder. If I had just opened my laptop and just uploaded that one cringy video that I made. As simple as that, bro. You just gotta do it. Screw what people think. If people make fun of you, screw it. They don't have the dreams that you do. They don't love it. I get made fun of. I get people think I'm cringy. People think I'm weird. People think I'm corny. I don't really have that many friends, man. I don't really have that many friends. I got bullied a lot growing up. As simple as that. I got bullied a lot from my accent, my being dark. Especially being dark skinned, bro. It was horrible. I was called darkness, blackie, black eye, like the sinking nightshade, everything. Night eye, Batman, Michael Jordan for my low hair. Because if you guys didn't know, I cut my hair low. African parents, but I also just look better with short hair. Well, I do look good with a fro, but like that's off topic. My last name, if you guys didn't know, my last name is Chat Chuang. Like, I just get made fun of for all that stuff, but it don't matter, bro. I just continue being myself, and I guess what? I have y'all. I have y'all. Without y'all, man, hey, love all y'all though. Peace. Well, I don't know, not peace out because we're watching it, but love all y'all though. Especially anybody still watching this video. You're goated, man, and y'all, you're goated, man, and women too, because like I love my women's and my man. I go, I have very strong women's in my life, so. To all my female viewers and all my male viewers out there, love y'all.
What kept me going. Regardless if I was making money or not, I enjoy making videos, so I could stick it out.
I make no money.
And then when I started making money, it's like not much changed because I've always enjoyed making.
I have $0.63 in my Cash App account right now. Apple Pay took my last couple money.
Videos. But the sole factor that some people make videos now is because they see the money that's in it. But I feel like the money is a terrible motive because you're not going to make a lot of money when you first start out. But once again, this is
you're going to
becoming
lose
an actual
money.
problem in society.
You're going to lose
I'm
a lot of
more
money.
And more people do this each and every day. Everyone wants to be a content creator, but the sad truth is that not everyone can be a content creator. A lot of these people are pursuing content creation for the wrong reasons. Most people don't even like the idea of actually creating content. They just like the money that comes from content creation or the attention that comes, which we all know clout is one hell of a drug. Now, what inspired me to even make this video or even go on, I guess, this tangent is because a little bit ago, Kai Cenat announced Streamer University 2, which if you're unfamiliar, it's essentially this
Streamer University, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Streamer University is gonna help any small creator out there. Unless, like, if you're, like, generally entertaining. But, like, Streamer University, I feel like you have a better chance of just, like, grinding it out, thugging it out by yourself, and just seeing what happens. Because if you apply to Streamer University, I'll be honest, you're not gonna, like, even if you do, there was, like, 1,000 people. Like, what, last Streamer University, there was, like, 1,000 people. Other than the big names, I'm gonna tell you, I can name, like, 3 people off my like stinking left hand that I can name, that I can remember, that actually did something a lasting impact. And that's like what, Yana, what's it, Tota, and probably Rakai, and that's about it. Everybody else, zero clue.
interactive streamer
And like the classes were not even useful.
Multi-day live event founded
Other
by
than
Kai
Agent.
Cenat.
Agent's class was the only good class.
And it simulates a traditional college experience to help aspiring and emerging content creators network, learn from established creators, and collaborate. And within this whole Streamer University, it's a mixture of up-and-coming content creators and already established content creators, Last year, there were about 120 streamers picked out of the thousands that applied. And this year, he's basically doing it again.
Oh, it was 120?
But there's even more people that are applying because they saw the event last year. And he's even doing these in-person applications.
Plus, bro, ain't it only like 4 days? You're doing all this for like a 4-day trip?
And while I do think this is a great event that Kai Cenat is doing, it's good because it's shedding light on streamers that some people may not even look their way, which is pretty cool. But the problem with it is that a lot of people think this is a golden ticket to become an established streamer, and they're dropping everything to go all in.
Hey, it's either go all out or go, it's either go home or go big. Put all your eggs in that one. Put all your eggs in your basket. Kobe Bryant mentality.
And the craziest part is that Kai didn't even accept these people. So not only are people quitting their jobs to go to Streamer University, they're not even guaranteed to go. They're quitting their jobs to go to the in-person applications, which if you go to these in-person applications, it's not even a full chance that you'll be able to speak to Kai Cenat. Essentially quitting their jobs for no reason. Like this person right here, just quit my job and dropped everything to drive 10 plus hours to Streamer University. Wish me luck.
Numbskull.
Which, yes, I believe you should have faith in yourself. You should definitely follow your dreams. But this right here, I just think is dumb.
Nah, if it's up to me, don't ever leave anything up to luck. Don't leave anything in life up to luck. Because when you start relying on luck, you start slacking. You start believing that, if I'm lucky, I can do it. Don't believe anything. If you don't have a 100% certainty, or at least a 99.999% certainty it's going to happen, don't do it. Or like, don't rely on it. All right? I don't rely on a video blowing up. No, I just keep posting videos, and I improve on my like entertaining abilities every single time. At the beginning, I average like 5, 6 viewers. Now I get like like 20, 30, 40, 60, 70 viewers on my videos, like first 2 hours, first 3 hours. Soon it's gonna be 100. Soon it's gonna be 1,000. You just gotta keep improving. Don't ever leave anything up to luck. I don't. And if somebody says, "Oh, it's like extremely like unlucky, like you probably not gonna do only like the top 3%," screw what they say. Because as soon as you make it, they're gonna be the same people asking you for money.
Once again, it's not even guaranteed that you'll get into Streamer University if you go to these in-person applications. So this person quit
But
their
don't leave
job
anything up to
without
luck,
even
though.
knowing if they're going to get into there. Let's say this person goes
Work on it so hard and be so god dang determined and like stinking delusion about it that it's gonna happen. If you're so delusional, so stuck, so fixated on it happening, it's gonna happen. Don't ever leave anything up to luck. Rely on your own skills, cause guess what? Luck can either make or break it to you. Skills is what stays around.
to these live applications and they don't get selected, now they have to go back home and they don't even have a job anymore. They're just, I guess, vibing now. It's very dumb, but that's not even the dumbest of it all. There is this woman who spent her rent money to book a hair appointment with
By like that guy named like Michael something Android. I saw it. She didn't even get her hair done, and even if she did, it was trash.
a famous hairstylist, and she did this for Streamer University.
Plus, she's African. I heard her mom like kicked her out or something.
And the kicker is that once again, she didn't even get selected because no one is getting accepted yet because Kai is still going through these applications.
He's clip farming. He's denying everybody in person for clips.
I just took a risk and spent my rent money and booked an appointment with Erica Tay.
Who is Erica Tay? Is she like a supermodel, celebrity, he, she? I don't know. Sounds like a girl, but it could also be a guy.
I feel like getting my hair done by Erica Tay is an opportunity in itself. And I'm also trying to get accepted into Streaming University, so no risk, no reward. It's like manifestation. If I book now and I go get my hair done, university, here I come.
That's like the wrong type of manifestation, but hey, you go, girl. Go big or go home.
Not only is this just extremely dumb, it's also extremely irresponsible. The fact that you can't even pay your rent because you wanted to get your hair done by this fan.
I just realized if she can't pay rent, how is she gonna be able to stream or do content in her car or something? Hey, low key, that sounds like dang, that's actually a killer series. Watch me go from being a broke, homeless content creator after being rejected from streaming university and being disowned by my African parents to a internet hall of fame. I got potential though. I like the ring. I like the ring it sounds on my tongue. You know what I'm saying? I like how it sounds on my tongue. You know what I'm saying? It got a little ring to it. And I paused on the worst moment for my boy. God dang, bro. My fault, big dog.
Famous hairstylist to go to Streamer University and you're not even selected to go. It's not even guaranteed that you're selected to go. It's so idiotic, beyond idiotic. Like, yes, when you want to chase your dreams, you have to take certain risks. This isn't even a risk. This is just being dumb. There were definitely a lot of risks that I had to take when becoming a content creator. But the thing about these—
It's not risk. You got to take a lot of sacrifice, you know. If you're locked in on your goals, you can't be socializing with people. You know, you got to be able to control your emotions good. You have to quit a lot of things. It's just a lot of things that you got to sacrifice.
risk where they were never just dumb risk. Like, I just feel like this is a dumb risk. I haven't seen people saying that they're gonna quit their jobs if they get into Streamer University. Essentially saying if they get selected, they're quitting their job ASAP.
Excuse me, Professor Sinet. Get me out of this Amazon. The minute I get that exception for that Streamer U, I'm running through this bitch yelling, I quit. I ain't gonna lie. Not me neither, though. I do tasks, I do music engineer, I rap, I sing.
There's a music engineer? What does he do? Formula the beats?
I vlog, I stream. I need to be consistent with what I'm doing. Get me the fuck out of here. I know y'all niggas wanna see me yelling.
Hey, also another thing, don't rely on anybody in life. Because when you rely on somebody, now they can use you, saying that you need to pay them back or you owe them stuff. I'd rather rely on my own abilities than rely on somebody else. It's as simple as that. If I can't do it by myself, I don't want your help.
For this bitch gonna drop. And I'm gonna come out with a couple iPhones.
Because now I'm gonna feel guilty saying that I didn't really deserve it because I ain't do it by myself. I'm not saying you can't have other people's help, but just don't rely on somebody else to like make you famous or make you go far popular. Like if somebody like wants to like tell me tricks and tips, oh, I'm learning everything. But I'm not about to ask him or beg him to like shout me out so that I become famous. No.
Stream you students watch. Let me get accepted. I'm bringing 3
Because
people
you're not even gonna have like, oh shoot, 3
straight
iPhones
from here
back.
though. Last day, straight from here.
Which once again,
Ain't that
I
stealing?
think this is pretty stupid. Just because you get in a streamer you, that doesn't mean you'll be set in the streamer.
Leg
game.
crap,
Hence
leg
why
crap.
There's so many
Ow.
people that went to streamer university last year.
Ah! 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 I just got the meanest hamstring cramp. Is that happening? Is that happening? Is that? Oh, it's still happening. Oh, my leg. Ow. Oh. Pain, bro. That hurts.
And they're pretty much in the same position this year that they were in last year because it's not a guaranteed blow up. Just because you go here, that doesn't mean that your streaming career is going to automatically go from 0 to 100 and now you live in a freaking penthouse and you're making millions. Like, that's just not how it works. And let's say you do quit your job because you got accepted. Once streamer you ends, now you're out of a job and you're not where you thought you were going to be. Like, I will say, there definitely is a healthy amount of delusion you have to be a content creator. But what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of people taking risk. And a lot of these risks have no reward, or a lot of people aren't like calculating these risks. And since we're talking about streamer university, I feel like I got to talk about this. I'm even seeing people with like huge responsibilities begging Kai to be in streamer university. For the love of God, right? I'm not trying to be mean or kill anyone's dreams, but I
just almost died, bro. That was the most painful cramp I got in my life. Midstream too. And it's still hurting. I'm not even moving my leg because the moment I move it just reactivates.
I saw a mother of 9 children begging Kai Cenat to be in streamer university, and her kids were talking about they're hungry. These children are hungry, yet you
9 kids? 9 kids? 9? In this economy? In this world? In this United States of America? With gas prices, grocery prices, child support? You have 9 kids? Fries.
Want to get into streamer university? You think this is the correct response for that?
Who's gonna take care of the kids?
Kai Cenat, do you want to know what I could bring to the table?
Get off the table. Oh shoot. Yeah, you're fried, gang. 9 kids? Talk about something we want to eat? That's what, like $3,000 grocery a week?
1, 2, 3. We hungry.
Oh my God, you want to eat? Oh my God, man. Let me put you in streaming university. Like that's gonna do something, bro. Go get a job, bro. Hey, if you that bad, work for it, bro. Real estate, you got what you can do. What reselling, drop shipping? You can do multiple things, bro. Because streaming university ain't gonna pay the bills now. It definitely ain't gonna pay the bills when you're in streaming university.
Bitch ass nigga.
Hey, delete that part. If this guy ever applies to any sort of job and they see what he just said, he might be cooked.
Kai Cenat, they call me.
We're not just gonna skip past that. This woman instructed her child to call Kai Cenat a bitch ass, and she held all of her kids, told them to say that.
Wait, I thought she's Mexican. Well, Mexicans can say the N-word. I'm bugging.
They're hungry to get into streamer you, ma'am. You know what?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not happening.
And you know, kids, they just be saying anything. But
you could cut it out.
How do I do it with 9 kids? And
honestly, how do you do it?
I really don't know. But this will be an opportunity for them to see for themselves because I just do it. And if you choose me to be a freshman at Streamer University, I will be that.
I just heard a lot of just do it. What is she, a Nike campaign?
missing piece that you're looking for, because I will be that example that you can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is just do it. Just do it. Doesn't matter.
Just do it. Just do it. Do it. They told her around the don't man thing. Not gonna lie, I can't rap. I can't sing.
If you
I,
have
I
nine
thought I could do the Michael Jackson beat it. Just beat it. Just beat it. It don't matter if you're wrong or right. Just beat it. Nah, let me wrap it up. Wrap it up.
kids, just do it. Okay, so
Just do it. Dang. That reminds me of that Nike campaign. Just do it.
this is my application into Streamer University.
Now, what was
as
the
a
thing before?
freshman, and I hope that we can make things better when
Either her voice is dry, like you said, or the microphone that she's using is absolutely doo-doo garbage. She must be recording it from like it sounds like she's recording it from a different room.
I see you and I can bring something that can't be taught. So
I feel like she's trying to seduce Kai Cenat, bro. She keeps on talking about something. I can bring something. What are you bringing? She's like, something, I don't know. I just do it. I feel like she's trying to get Kai Cenat to give her like 10th kid.
keep that in mind.
The top comment on this video says, apply here, Amazon Warehouse University. Look, I'm gonna be so real. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with that. But me personally, I think there gets to a certain point in life where your responsibilities can be too big for your dreams. You kind of got to put your dreams on pause. You have 9 children and you're focused on getting into Streamer University. Is this not crazy? This economy is horrific. It's
I'm surprised she's able to manage 9 kids in this economy. You seen the way that all these bills and is thinking inflation have been moving? Trump and inflation, man. Insane duo, moving like Prime Shaq and Kobe in 2001.
terrible, right? But you have 9 children, and kids are definitely expensive, very expensive. And your focus is Streamer U. Oh, but Cameron, if she gets into Streamer U, she'll blow up and have enough money.
She's not gonna make money off the bat
in this economy, and she'll be one of the top content creators in the world and live happily ever after. Why are you so mad at this? Yeah, we were in a fucking Disney movie, then of course, but we're not in a Disney movie. We're living in reality. If this woman were to go to Streamer U, she'd probably peak in viewership there. It'll fizzle out. Then she's back to reality once she gets back home. The people
like Streaming University is definitely going to give you exposure, but you still got to be entertaining enough to keep that audience. Sure, you might be able to, you might gain a couple thousand, hundreds of viewers, but if you can't entertain them and can't keep them, it don't matter. They're going to get bored of you and dip.
who are going to suffer the most in this are probably going to be the kids. Like, the kids are saying they're starving, and your response is a Streamer University application. My nigga, we are in the end times. Like, am I tweaking? Do y'all like my earrings? Back
Nah.
then, if your kids were hungry, you'd most likely get a job or something along those lines, you know, sell drugs. I'm joking. Please don't do that. But no,
Drugs, OnlyFans, weed, cocaine, drop shipping, scamming. Shoot, you have a lot of options. Just not very legal way, and you're probably going to get a horrible reputation.
I guess now begging Kai is better than that, apparently. Look, Kai Cenat is not your savior. Kai Cenat, please save us. And this man is in a lockdown.
Is it a school shooting?
What and you're playing Brawl Stars? Like, what is Kai Cenat supposed to do in this situation? Just come in like a superhero? Is he supposed to just drive a freaking Twitch Lambo through the school walls and take out the intruder or whatever?
Whoever has a Twitch Lambo like that, you deserve to get like that car deported.
Now, I'm pretty sure this person is probably joking, but for the woman begging to be in Streamer University, for crying out loud, this woman has more kids than Kai has years of streaming, man. Focus on your kids, ma'am. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I sound like an asshole, but I feel like that needs to be said. Your responsibilities are way too big to be focused on Streamer University. Speaking on all these people, though, that are quitting their jobs for content creation, I feel like this is the perfect time to bring up this story that happened back in 2021 that I'm pretty sure we all remember. There was this guy named
2021. I was in like what, 5th grade? You a unk, bruh.
Austin Wallace, who had an $100,000 per year welding job, and he quit that job to shoot his shot at Logan Paul to see if he could work for him. So what he did is he flew out to an event that Logan Paul was located at, and prior to this,
he wanted to work for Logan Paul. Out of everybody, Logan Paul.
He quit his job and flew there. And once he saw Logan,
why didn't he just take a sticking like break or leave, fly out, see how it goes, and then fly back and he still has his job? You know, use his sick days or something. Am I like just too smart?
Logan Paul at this event, he pulled out his phone, asked Logan Paul if he could work for him, and Logan Paul turned him down. And he posted the video and ended up being the laughing stock of the internet for a few months, because this dude had a good job and everything, but he quit it to try to work for Logan Paul, and Logan Paul essentially just laughed in his face.
No, I didn't. I quit my job. No, wait, it's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I quit my job legit 2 days ago. I came up here, took a risk. I'm originally from Ohio.
Did you sneak up here?
No, I didn't sneak in here. I didn't sneak. What do you mean sneak up?
Like
Logan Paul. My boy, you had a better chance shooting your shot with sticking Tyler than letting Logan Paul employ you.
On stage? Or you just like?
Yes, I did.
It's one of the sneak videos.
Sorry,
Did you print the ticket and stuff?
No, I just needed to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to your brother. I'm trying to talk about business. Trying to get a job. Like I want to do media. I've been trying to get.
What are you good at?
I was 70 dances. I did like
What's
that.
your TikTok
I did that video. You know, like going like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
I don't. Then
why would I
need a mentor.
job?
That's crazy to say. If you quit your job and everything, and then you're over here saying, "Oh, you don't have what it takes."
Yeah, he said you got what it takes. He said, nah. Oh, really now? You don't got what it takes? Ah, I'm an employee. I like your answer, young man. You're very humble. No, that's not how it works.
And what was the point of you even quitting your job? You don't even believe in yourself. Overall, this whole
if you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
I'm 22 years old. I'm just trying.
I can't be a mentor right now, right? In my life, I'm a fuck up myself. I need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like I need
connections and you need people to be around you, right?
No, I didn't have connections and people around. I have Jake. That's it. Do you have a brother? Do you have people? Friends?
I don't.
Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk, Ohio.
You're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends. Go make content. Do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
I'm not. Media. But I'm not the guy directly. You're
the guy. You're the guy.
No, bro. My team is this. Relax. I'm not the guy. Like life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm not trying to get a handout. I'm not trying to get a handout.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to work hard for a little money. No money. I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA, and I want to be able to be part of that.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA. And just like you approached me, start making connections with every single person in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said this. If you're charismatic, and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA. That's my advice.
Now, as we can see from this video, this dude didn't end up working for Logan Paul. He did get a lot of followers on TikTok for this, but what he ultimately ended up doing was he went back to his welding job. He's a dad now, and he's getting married soon. And he still makes TikToks, but they're
hey, great life, my boy. You have a great life.
Mainly about his wife and his life bars. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he's back at his job, he's doing his thing, and it seems like he's happy, whatever. But I just think it was dumb for him to quit his job to go and try to work for Logan Paul.
Plus, you gotta have a game plan, right? When you do something, you gotta think about it all the way through, all the risks, all everything. First, he wanted to meet Logan Paul. What was he gonna do when he met Logan Paul? Alright. And then even if he did meet, first let's say he wants to go meet Logan Paul. First, he meets Logan. First, he has to get his attention. After he gets his attention, he has to plan what to do to keep his attention. After that, he has to plan what he's gonna do to like show him his business proposal. Cause then Logan Paul's not just gonna hire some random hobo on the side saying that man, I love your videos, man. I just want to be on your production team. He has to offer something to the table. After that, he has to present it. Make sure that it's presentable. Make sure that he can it's top tier. Like nobody can resist it. After he does all that, then he has to make sure that Logan Paul agrees with it. He has to make sure that everything works out, shake on a contract, all that. There's a lot of steps. And the first step he just thought of is meeting Logan Paul because he has zero idea what to do as soon as to meet him. He has zero clue. That's why whenever you start something, make sure you plan all the way through, at least to the end or almost to the end, like maybe 1 or 2 steps before. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up like him, wasted opportunity. Because he got further than most people. At least you got a conversation out of him.
Without even it being guaranteed. Yes, you got to take some risk in life, but this was just a dumb risk. Like, and that's my problem with a lot of these people quitting their jobs for content creation. It's a dumb risk because they don't have any plan or anything. They're just quitting with faith, and that's all they have. And nothing wrong with having faith in yourself, but it does get to a point where
I don't even have
your
faith in
faith can't
myself.
be the only thing that leads you in this. Like, you need to have a plan and you need to have some results to actually quit your job for content creation. You're not going to make millions or even thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars within months. Like, it's something that you have to work towards, and it comes
That is
slowly.
true.
But in conclusion, look, believe in yourself, but just don't be dumb. Don't drop everything to pursue this dream, expecting to be rich in a few months. Like, if you want to pursue your dreams, cool, do that. But this is something that you have to do for years to see results. And don't even do content creation just for the money, because it takes a while for that money to actually come. Look, you got to be a little delusional while creating content, because it's something that a lot of people are probably going to shit on you for when you're first starting. Like, that's definitely happened to me. You just got to push through and work each and every day. And you're just going to have to fit it in. If you have a job, but you also want to make videos in your free time. Then when you got to go to work, make your money there so that you can still fund yourself, so that you can still live, pay rent, buy groceries, and don't even quit your job.
Just make sure you have a backup plan just in case everything goes wrong. But like, say that you want to be a content creator. First, you have to have a job or whatever, and you also have the backup plan if content creation don't work. For me, I want to be a streamer. I want to be a YouTuber. Well, more like a YouTuber slash streamer, whatever. It don't matter, to be honest. But mostly streamer though, cause like I can't. I like reacting and like playing games with like live reactions. But like if content creation don't work out, I have my next goal to become a quantitative analyst. And if that doesn't work out, I have a next goal. Well, my dream goal is to be a real estate, after like if streaming works out, I become rich or something, invest that money into real estate, flip houses, get some rental properties, live lavishly, make like 5 mil a year. Well, that's the goal though, and I'm gonna achieve that goal one way or another. Either it's gonna be by streaming, either it's gonna be from being a quantitative analyst, either it's gonna be from gambling. And nah, I'm joking, but it's definitely gonna be from either streaming, school, career. I have very good grades. I take a lot of AP classes. I have a lot of honor classes. I have a lot of scholarships right now for school and everything, and I have a 4.0 GPA unweighted. So it's either gonna be content creating or school. I And also maybe sports. I might do boxing, become a boxer. I'm pretty good at boxing. So yeah, I could also do boxing, become a pro boxer or whatever, make a lot of money from that. So yeah, you just have to have a lot of backup plans. But at the end of the day, you still gotta take risk and believe in yourself.
And do your side
Because if
hustle.
you don't believe in you, who gonna believe for you? If I don't believe in myself, who gonna believe for me? It's as simple as that. Sure, your parents might believe in you, but like your parents not always gonna be there.
Makes more than your main hustle. These people are quitting their jobs and they're not making anything off of content creation. I just find it so insane. But yeah, that was like my little rant. I just wanted to talk about that. Not everyone needs to be a content creator. This is bad. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Twitter Cameron WAK, Instagram Cameron WAK, Discord link in the description. Make sure to check out the second channel, Cameron Live. A lot of reactions going on over there, posting daily. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out the most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron and I am out. Boom!
I like the Legend of Zelda background music.
I quit my.
That was a good video. Good view. Dang, I did delete bro, why can I not? I did yap quite a bit on that video. It is 12:03 a.m. I have time for one more video, one more reaction, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. You feel me? Simple as that. I like it in my family. What the heck? Oh, stick it. Oh yeah, I heard. Did you KSI quit Sidemen and started doing the Mr. Beast method? Dang, bruh. I can't, bro. This like my boy KSI, man. KSI ego is out of
So
control.
KSI left the Sidemen. So KSI left.
KSI ego is out of control, y'all.
The Sidemen, and the backlash ever since then has been out of control, really. Turns out he did blindside them, and then he did.
Yeah, he's doing the Mr. Beast method now. He's trying to become, he said he wanted to become bigger than Mr. Beast. It's not happening, though, bro. Brody, it's not happening.
Did make a statement which was very backhanded. I know you're all grieving in your own way because of my decision, but you knew it was coming for a while. And I know some of you are angry. Some of you don't want to accept it. Some of you might even hate me. Some of you are just upset. It's okay. I'll always be here for you. I always have been here for you. Don't see this as the end. See this as a new era or a new beginning. The rest of it is just platitude, so I'll spare you. But the point is that this clearly wasn't a mutually accepted decision.
Why he sound like KSI on like a burner account?
And through the clips that were filtering out, it's clear they actually had no idea this was going to happen at this time.
I mean, you may have seen the news that has just been dropped. I didn't know that video was going out now, so I'm expecting a lot of people to just ask me about it.
So we did blindside them, and ironically, this was on the day that some of them were playing in Soccer Aid in the UK. It's a big charity match, clearly quite a big moment for them, and it was clearly very overshadowed by this announcement. With that in mind, they did also respond again. Unfortunately, his exit did not happen in the way any of us wanted it to. That has understandably left lots of you confused, and we feel like you owe you some clarity. It's difficult for us to address the situation, and it's taken some time because we're a group and not an individual. We don't have a spokesperson as such, and each of our opinions and feelings differ, which is why we're using this shared statement. Ideally, we would have loved the opportunity to give JJ the send-off he deserved, a proper farewell video, time for everybody to process it, and a chance to celebrate everything we've built together. Unfortunately, JJ released the news before we had agreed on a mutual way of letting our audiences know. So they made it pretty clear, and I don't think he actually read the response because he did reply with a love heart, but then he did also delete that on Instagram and Twitter, so clearly this isn't amicable. To make matters worse, there's been a lot of clips coming out now which are all recent of KSI's ego essentially just clearly overtaking his mind.
There's always like a Harry Styles, you know, in One Direction, or a Beyonce in Destiny's Child. You could argue I am that of the Sidemen.
To frame your...
I could say the same thing, man. You could argue that I am the Harry Houdini of streaming, you know, the Jeff Teague, the Paul George, this Jameer Gibson.
Self as the Beyonce your friend group.
You know how crazy that sounds like? That's exactly how KSI is sounding.
It's very funny, but it goes a lot deeper than that. Because this man, and I'm not saying anything that everybody doesn't already know, but he has a very high opinion of himself.
Is anyone near? Speed walks down the road.
I show Speed as a person is more famous.
Aisha Speed is like the most famous person in the world right now. It's him, Ronaldo, Messi. He's up there, especially with like the World Cup and everything. This guy is crazy. He's been meeting princesses, thinking ministers, prime ministers, famous football players. I would say he's like one of the most famous people on earth right now.
And I disagree.
Sure.
Like, it's like, okay, who do you think's more famous? Me or Speed?
Who do you think is more famous? KSI or I Show Speed? That's like saying that's blasphemous, bro. That's blasphemous. That's insane, bro. That's actually blasphemous. Ain't no way you just asked me that stupid question. That's like saying who's better, Neymar or Messi. Like what? You're not even like, bro. You're not even anywhere, bro. Name me one funny KSI clip. I can name you 10 funny I Show Speed clip off the top of my mind. I can't name you one KSI clip. The one KSI clip I can tell you is when I Show Speed was laughing at him when he took off his bandana. Because this guy's a bandana merchant. Gang, let go of your hairline, bro. Your forehead is massive. Let go of the dreads, bro. Accept it. Go bald, man. Go bald. To love is to let go. Let go, man. It's not doing it. Just go bald. And yes, I heard Oliver Tree died. Rest in peace. That life goes on and on and on song. I was low key jamming to that song. Keep it a buck. I had that song on repeat, especially when he made the remix. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was listening to that a good while. But yeah, bro, you never gonna catch me on a helicopter. Kobe Bryant dying and Oliver Tree dying from helicopters. Yeah, you never see me on a helicopter.
Speed, mate. Sorry.
Like I said, this is something rich people do. My broke self, I wouldn't even consider transportating by a helicopter. Just use a private jet. Helicopter, bruh. Helicopters, nah. But that life goes on and on song. People hate that song. People LARP. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was listening to that song 24/7. Did I listen to any other songs for him? I know maybe 2 or 3. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I did like that song though. It was very good.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
And the weirdest part for me is that anybody not in the group seems to be actually scared to disagree with him.
You're mental, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. You is nowhere near IShowSpeed level. You're not even a top 50 streamer. And I can name anybody. Say KSI or IShowSpeed. I'm pretty sure more people in England know of IShowSpeed than KSI. And he's thinking British, ain't he?
I'm sorry. This new generation. I'm sorry.
You're just living in this bubble.
What are you on about? I'm sorry, mate.
Yesterday, he's the president of UK Ballers.
Sure.
So Ballers themselves said we're bringing in a guest next week, which clears any previous talent.
Wait.
Yeah.
No.
And I was going to say that maybe you need an ego to be successful, but actually, clearly you don't. And I say ego, but I think we're a little bit beyond that now because the podcast story went on.
You don't need an ego. Just don't let people make fun of you. Just still be humble though.
He's kind of actively calling out his friend group.
I'm trying to compete with Mr. Beast.
He's trying to compete with Mr. Beast. Same guy that has 500 million subscribers. My friend, I have a better chance of being struck by lightning 3 times in a row and winning the jackpot Powerball than you ever getting to Mr. Beast level. Unless Mr. Beast, please don't even try to be like Mr. Beast. Listen, Mr. Beast is a great guy, but we don't need Mr. Beast, bro. Try to be yourself, bro. Mr. Beast, his content, I can't. I love Mr. Beast. Don't get me wrong, but I can't watch his videos no more, bro. It gets too repetitive.
Yeah, he gets about 4 billion every month in shorts and about 600 million long form. I mentioned the Sidemen boys. I'm gonna get more subscribers than Sidemen, and I'm also gonna get more views. I've got more views than Sidemen in a month, so now I just need to get more subscribers. And then it's all right, cool. I'm looking at speed now.
I love the hey, Mamba mentality, bro. He grinding. He got that ego. I mess with it. Who am I to hate, bro? Hey, go after your dreams, my boy. But you gotta remember, these guys are 10 years younger than you.
To try and get more views.
And it's hard to know if he's being disingenuous or he actually thinks this. But again, it's from a short. And I think if he didn't flex on everybody, it wouldn't be a problem. But his editor, for example, was actively.
Look, guys, KSI achieved 100 million views this month. 60 million of those are from a Katana short video, and this dude had the audacity to take shots at Victor. Hey, let me tell you, bro. Don't ever don't do what KSI is doing, bro. Them videos are so lame, bro. Those are slop videos that kids watch, bro. You're gonna get a lot of views, but you're not gonna get any fans for real.
Trying to dunk on Vicstar 123. You don't dunk on Vicstar 123, mate. All right, that's a red line. With that in mind, people then did go at KSI and his editor. I've spoken to Mo behind the scenes, and it genuinely hurts seeing how some people have been treating him. Whether you agree with my decision or not, please leave the people around me out of it. And yet after this, people actually dug up more clips of KSI from the past. In what might end up being a ratio, people responded with this clip. You'll see in the clip, but this is him ironically slating somebody's team.
I am disappointed in your team and the people around you, man. How and why they thought it would be a good idea for you to enter the ring looking like that is beyond me, man. It was embarrassing. Have they no shame, or are they there just to massage your ego while you're still paying them and giving them...
It's very ironic, and these clips resurfacing always seem to be a theme when it comes to KSI. And again, these aren't the only ones resurfacing, because this podcast story went on.
So right now, long form, I'm about 40 mil.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to try and get to
So
100.
60 of that is made up from short.
Well, I mean, I mean, I can see, but
get the bragging out and stuff.
Nobody likes a guy that pulls out stats constantly, but this now does seem to be the guy.
Y'all would hate me. I'll be pulling out my stats again around my homeboys all the time. Like some Will, bruh. As soon as they get on any, as soon as I get any irritated from anything they do, I'll be like, something. Do you got like 40K views a month? Nah, I don't be like that. But I should be like that though, cause the way that they be treating me like I'm a fan, bruh. I be texting them and they don't respond, bruh. Like, who do you think I am? A bum, bro? Like, I hate, like, bro. Listen, this is getting off topic, but like texting your homeboys have to be like the worst thing possible. You text them, yo, like you free, like you gonna be like you free, like sticking Saturday for like this fair or whatever. He gonna text you back like loud as A to talk about some. What do you mean? Do you not understand? Are you free Saturday, my man? It's so simple. It's basic English, man. It's basic English. English isn't even my first language, and this is your first language. And how do you not understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you free Saturday to go to the fair? He's like, I'll let you know. All right, that's cool. All right. The day comes or the day before, I text him again. He's like, yeah, I should be free. I'm chilling. We chilling. The day of it, he's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, bro, where you at? He's like, yeah, I can't come. I'm like, why can't you come? He's like, I had a soccer game. You know, that would have been very useful. You know, you know, why didn't you tell us that before we made all the plans and everything, before I told my parents? Because now, after that, I had to go up, build the courage, get my presentation ready, wait, everything, make sure that I was on my best behavior just to ask for this, for them to finally say yes. And now you're going to cancel the plan. Yeah, you're a bastard. You're a bastard.
Become. And these aren't isolated incidents. All these clips, there's almost too many to put into one video.
I told the boys that I'm going to overtake them in views and subs eventually. And
how many? I mean, who does the?
I have overtaken them in views last month.
But when you say the boys, I mean, who are the big content creators?
Sidemen.
Yeah, I know, but Harry doesn't really make.
No, as the group.
Oh, you're outperforming the Sidemen channel.
I'm outperforming the Sidemen channel, yeah.
Listen, being competitive is fine, it's normal, but to kind of drag people's faces in it, especially when you're actually doing it disingenuously, using like random shorts to inflate your own self-worth. You can tell me what you think, but when it's friends, especially when you've blindsided them, I don't know, man. And as you're going to see in one of these clips coming up, this actually might have been malicious on his part to blindside him. For now, though, I think it is obvious that the Sidemen as a group actually stopped him from self-destructing on many occasions.
Has there ever been something that's gone so far down the line and then last minute you've got, this just isn't going to work, we need to sack this? NFTs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This was KSI in his KSI crypto era. JJ thought it was the best idea, and then the other guys were like unsure, and I was like, I will not let this happen. So I had to like do a detailed breakdown of every reason why I thought it was a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think this is even a controversial point. Like, he specifically needs people around him to rein him in. When you've got yes men, that's when things start to go wrong. And handling it badly is one thing, but when you blindside your friends and essentially farming it for more views. Because from what I found, this is actually what he's doing. At first, didn't believe it, but I saw this post on his Reddit, just to guess based on how JJ usually is. Maybe he thought leaving in that manner and surprising everyone, including the Sidemen, would create more backlash, more drama, and hence creating more traction to his channel and his content. And he's obviously done this before. The whole reason he made any money off that Thick of It song was because of backlash exclusively. But then
that Thick of It song was horrible, bruh. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows.
I saw this. It turns out he actually sent the video to Deji before he even uploaded it, which obviously wasn't meant to be known by everybody else, but it only really...
To the kings, to the queens, to the down, to the thing. Where's my crown? Where my bling bling? Everybody shine.
He says one thing. You can tell because the video he uploaded is color graded, but the video he sent to his brother isn't. That maybe speaks to the attentiveness of his team, but, you know, it does add a different veneer to the video he uploaded.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you for all the hard work you put in.
Thank you. No, thank you.
All three of them, man, they're in on this conspiracy. This ain't even the only time that Deji has come up, because people have been tweeting about him as well, and they've been doing numbers. Not for nothing, but Deji warned us what KSI was like. Money-minded and thinking only of himself above all else. And in terms of credibility, I think Deji might actually be...
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being money-minded. But if you're going to think about it, if you're going to be money-minded, And you can't be thinking about yourself. I mean, you gotta think about yourself, like your self profit and everything, but you gotta make sure that you're still helping others that like help you get to where you are. Because if you don't, you're gonna be people are not gonna mess with you, and you're gonna be known as like that dickhead that screwed up everybody that helped them in the past, and you're gonna live a very lonely life. And let me tell you, a life in isolation and solitary is way worse than what people make it seem. Like, sure, being rich is cool and all, but if you have nobody to spend that wealth with, what's the point?
The most credible. Here, for example, is him. There's footage of him saving an unconscious woman.
My name's Comedy Schultz Gamer.
But yeah, this does seem like a bit of a reoccurring cycle that's happened on YouTube a lot.
I don't know what's wrong with you. You're too egotistical. You think you're a god. You are far from a god.
And it's not even just old videos of Deji that seem to be kind of contributing to this narrative. There are actually old videos of him talking about his outlook on YouTube. Of course, opinions can change over time, but this does seem like pretty deep in his soul.
Everything to do with YouTube. I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. I had to keep up with a persona that was just so taxing on me and my general well-being, to be honest. And I don't know, but in my opinion, YouTube has changed a lot. I don't believe it's about the you in YouTube anymore.
The change in his outlook is pretty depressing, actually, but he weren't done there.
That essentially is the game right now. That's how you remain relevant nowadays. And personally, I just don't want to be a part of that game anymore. I just hated how YouTube became like a chore for me, having to always keep up with these trends. I started making videos.
Yeah, it's like one of the easiest jobs, by the way, being a YouTuber. Being a YouTuber content creator is one of the easiest jobs. It's way easier than working a 9 to 5, construction, doctor, engineer, and it would literally anything. YouTube is easy, bro. If you have a fan base that's loyal to you, you could do, especially like since he's a personality actor, a personality YouTuber, you can do whatever the frick he wants to do, and people are gonna watch his video simply because it's KSI doing it. That's the good thing about being like a personality, like content creator. The only hard part is just building your fan base. But once you do it, you can make whatever you want. If he was like a gaming creator, I would be like it makes sense. Like say that you low key getting tired of playing the same game, or like the game is like falling off. I would be like okay, that's bad. Or like if you were like an analytics person, like you always like researching things. You said that you were tired of researching. I'll be like that makes sense. But you're a personality creator. You can do whatever you want and you have no boundaries. It's not like your fans care. As long as it's just you doing it, you're gonna get views.
Because that's what I wanted to do. Oh, I feel like I want to end doing videos that I want to do.
And the whiplash from then to now is actually insane. This does actually feel like he's become the person he was criticizing. Almost in like a parody way, because the stuff he's doing now, people throw around the term slop a lot, and I don't want to throw stones from a glass house. There's some of these videos that are now going viral on Twitter. Sad to see.
Type of stuff my 6-year-old sister watches.
See what he's become. One of those YouTube Shorts out-of-touch creators who rehash corny and outdated memes to entertain toddlers on their iPads. And normally I wouldn't make this point, but you see the stuff he's making now. It is very hard to believe that he left that collective to now be making this.
But what happened to like generally like doing stuff for like out of fun and like authentic, being authentic? God dang, screw it, being authentic. What happened to being authentic, man? What happened to being yourself, bro? Everybody's doing the same thing. 6'7", skibbity toilet. It's the same thing on YouTube, bro. I scroll on YouTube, I can't even find a good YouTube video. That's why I just watch Joe Bart and like Queso VODs or whatever, because like everybody just reposts the same stuff, bro. Mr. Beast is always a game show. Like, it's not even Mr. Beast no more. It's a game show. Stinking Corey's not posting, so I can't watch him. Like Nick, his stinking channel is like mostly like, it seems like it's like a TV host now. Everybody's just doing the same thing, like trying to entertain like kids. That's why I started being a YouTuber and streamer, by the way. I wanted to do like stuff my way, hopefully entertain some people if they get like tired of watching like the same stuff. And this has been working though. I'm gonna be honest. It has been working. If I ever see a group of black people, my brethrens, doing 6-7 jokes like this, I'm smacking all of them and saying that this is a disgrace to our culture.
Kind of ironic, you can actually see his new target audience at the start of the video. But yeah, this does seem universal. The amount of people that are now commenting on this. I don't think anybody is happy with this change.
5 layers. 25 layers. Oh.
So this is what the Sidemen were holding KSI back from. Yeah, you can see in his eyes that he is exactly where he
238,000 likes though.
He wants to be in life. No, he's not that old, but is this the YouTube equivalent of like a midlife crisis?
At least when Mr. Beast went down this route, it was vaguely original. This is kind of where I'm stuck, because he's copying his homework, expecting the same results. I don't think that's how it works. It might be, but I don't think so.
KSI is trying to be Mr. Beast at a time where everyone is kind of sick of Mr. Beast. This overstimulating, oversaturated, numbers above everything style.
If you wanted to do this, you should have started like when Mr. Beast was popping off, like
of content
3-4 years ago.
This corporate slop entertains very small babies.
2021 Mr. Beast
with unrestricted internet access. Not going to build the audience loyalty that the Sidemen have built over many years.
Yeah, facts. If you do stuff like this, you're not gonna get like a loyal fan base because you're thinking making videos for like, oh, you're gonna become famous, lots of views, lots of likes, lots of followers. Yeah, but like they're not gonna be loyal. Like Mr. Beast, not trying to hate on him, but Mr. Beast has the biggest audience, 0 community. I don't know nobody that's like a Mr. Beast diehard fan.
And it's only going to erode the loyalty that KSI has from his audience. Because he's not doing this because it's the content he wants to make, because it's what he dreams of doing, because it's what he enjoys. He's doing it because a marketing team said it would do numbers.
Yeah, it does feel like he's a little bit late on this one. I feel like in 2026, we are the most resistant to this type of content. So I guess we'll see what happens. At least in terms of the office, seems like things are going fine for the Sidemen.
Zinger was the earliest here. I called it. Shock. And Vic is now here.
This is a new unlock, guys.
Listen, I know I've said a lot in this video, but if I saw Vic start clocking into work walking like this, I would also leave the Sidemen. But yeah, as of now, the opinions still seem pretty unanimous. The entire KSI leaving Sidemen thing, if it isn't fake, it's just embarrassing from KSI's side. Always felt that Sidemen kept KSI grounded. Was always so heavily inspired by the idea that 7 best friends could reach the peak of UK YouTube together. I feel like this new path that KSI is taking is a very lonely one. Seems like so many yes men around him. And it's hard to disagree, to be honest. This is genuinely the most unanimous thing I've seen on social media for a while.
I feel like, yeah, that KSI leaving the Sidemen will ultimately backfire on him, you know, like...
KSI is leaving the Sidemen. Your thoughts on this?
I'm not gonna lie, how is the BBC putting that on the news, bro? Like, KSI left the Sidemen, that's so funny, bro. What's the Sidemen? It's the Raj, bro.
Vic is now here.
So KSI...
Rest in peace, KSI, man. You will be... Wait, let's go check his channel to actually be honest. KSI. How many subscribers does he have? Like 30 mil? I say he got like 30 mil. Oh, shoot, he has like 20 mil? Yeah, you're not catching up anytime soon, my boy. I challenge 10 creators for 30K. I challenge 10 creators. Best celebrity lookalike wins $500. Make us laugh win $1,000. Amazes me win $5,000. Make us laugh win that 1,000. Make us laugh. Oh my God, bro. He's actually doing the Mr. Beast method. Say you swear to God. He's actually doing the Mr. Beast method. Pop the Balloon Sons edition. Whoa, what? Can you beat the pro footballer? He even has the Mr. Beast type of thumbnails. Offend me and win $1,000. Yo, this is crazy, bro. What happened to being yourself, bro? Straight Mr. Beast clone. Only difference is that he's on a like dark mode. Dang, bro, this is sad, bro. Hey, if I ever become like this, then just know that's not me and that's a skinwalker and just drop kick me in the side of the road. Something like that. But dang, y'all, dang, that's crazy, bro. KSI really went from doing all this to being like this, man. But then again, shoot, he making more money than me, so who am I to judge? I'm broke. But anyway, y'all, that's it for today's stream, today's video. Like, subscribe, comment. you know, yeah, it's time to go to bed. It's 12:28. I got to work tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. Bro, I have to fix this YouTube chat. This YouTube chat is buns. Anyway, y'all, like, that's it. Peace out to all my brothers and sisters out there. Peace out.